Hello and welcome back to another Phoenix Wright. We're actually going into the court this time to try and defend our poor client. We're up against Edgeworth. Edgeworth's here.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call forth its first witness.
Very well. I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Oh yes, Detective Gumshoe's here, and he's got a thing behind his ear. Was that there all the time? Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court?
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio scene. This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady who works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Yeah. Yeah, there definitely is. Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Oh, and then the veto's flying. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m, the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Oh, and he's dead again. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest with the murder weapon. That sounds pretty bad. That is the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No, let's skip it. I think we know enough from that. I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
Samurai spear added to the court record. Okay.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security lady to the stand.
And now we have to have the old bat again.
Would the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Ugh. Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Wink.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just cool.
Oh no, she's off again. Oh God, she's talking. She won't stop. He called me an Oldbag there. Objection. Yes, I object to this as well.
I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, sir, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, somebody would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. She really is. Okay, we have to look out for anything of importance here. It could be anywhere. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was headed towards the studio. It's a bit of an open-shut case, I think. Who saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, so where should we hit her first? So, she definitely arrived at the day of the murder, so we're not questioning that. Yep, we know that. Okay, let's press her on this one, just because she should be the security lady. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question, please. Actually, I was watching poor Hammers and Powers, observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see her that way. No. Anyway, I always watch Hammers run-throughs, always. Oh, that's a bit of a bad turn of phrase there, my dear. Never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. He got run through enough as it is. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. Okay, we know that bit. Yeah, that's fine. Press her on that one. How did you know that? Oh ho ho, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Interesting to me because a certain man walked right past me at 2 p.m. Press her on that one, okay. 2, you're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was that man? Really? You shouldn't try to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man over there. Okay, we're gonna press on this one. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, honey. Hey, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. Oh, I can't present it right now. I have to... I'll say it again. It was him. Oh, no, I didn't mean to press that button. So you saw Powers. That's what I said. Okay, yep. No, we got all that. We got that. Present. Yes, this is it. Objection! Hooray! Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Mrs. Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Yes. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Oldie Tokyo, sir. Miss Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mother teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. However, that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Oh. Okay, I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mrs. Witness. He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. Oh, what? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. Oh, this is new. The prosecution would like to ask the witness to make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should all be ashamed, all of you. She's really, really old. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this ain't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speeches. She's good. Yeah. Let's hear about your proof then. Ooh, new testimony, man in the photo. Okay, what have we got? I never said anything I didn't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Haven't we got like a motive here yet? Like, I thought that's one of the important things you need in a court case. So he sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Yeah, that's a good enough plan. Okay, let's press everything. I never say anything. I don't mean mind. Press. Whippersnapper! Hey, I haven't said anything yet. Oh no. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone's behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. Yap and nap. Yesterday, always pointing fingers is that to make it all. Oh my goodness. Mr. White, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. Yeah, I think Edgeworth has a point, actually. Okay, during the run through the action scene, trip and fall, we all know this. We're not going to pressure on this. What was the prop he broke? He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. And he spit the murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Okay. Apparently, he strained his ankle. Wait a minute. Where do I look at the... Is it in the... Can I check the picture again? Oh, I think I can see the duct tape in that, actually, so... At least... Okay, so you can see he's dragging his leg. Let's try pressing on this one, actually. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. No, I mean... It looks like his costume's just too big for him. It does look like he was dragging his foot. See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper! Okay, I don't think we're gonna get anything out of her. Still, you can't look at and say it was Mr. Powers. Oh. Yes, but only Mr. Powers could have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers. It's very circumstantial evidence. I don't think that's a fair. Okay, there's something else I'm missing though. Oh. She seems pretty sure it's Powers in the photo. I guess I'll just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. Okay, so I definitely missed something. Okay, so press her on that one. I think I just need to hit all of them. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. A little bit of kissy kissy. You helped make it better. Oh god, I was right. I guessed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. He didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Okay, I've already tried on that one. Okay, so let's do that one more. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not as bad as he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where's this steel samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. I think that is bloody important, actually. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I feel like I should have checked, but I'm gonna see and wait and see what happens. I think I'll wait and see where this goes.
I suppose since there aren't any additional crew members at the studio that day, it's quite likely that it was the defendant inside that costume. I see no problem with this evidence.
The most perceptive, Your Honor. He still doesn't seem that convinced to me. I hope. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. She's enjoying the attention.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m.
True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen him. What about the second photo?
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. White, you may cross-examine the witness.
All right, we have to find a hole in her testimony. It's got to be something good, right? Okay, that is true. I think we need to ask her about this. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking, right? Actually, don't I have some proof that says that they did? Yeah, let's try her on the photo. Yay, I think I got it. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate of the studios, correct?
Yes, sorry, Sonny.
So, whenever anybody passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right, anyway, it is also true that the computer at the guard station records all security camera data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo were printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m, photo 2.
Even I know that means it was taken on 2 p.m. of October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I need that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be number 1 if it's really the only photo? Oh, yes, very much so, yes.
Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for the one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only somebody with access. The security lady herself.
Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
Very good point. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these, newfangled computer things. Itchy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Oh no, she's against everybody now.
Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Oh, what is it going to be?
I see. Your testimony, please. These are very, very cryptic testimonies. The other person. Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Oh, how handy. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please continue the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this turn was the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. That face of hers. Okay, so she does this, goes through the security footage. Okay, Presser, what photo did you delete? How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch the suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Who was on the photo? Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. A fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Oh, wait a second, did you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Oh, I didn't even notice that. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh, well this doesn't help my case at all. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on the way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay much heed. That's why I raised the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. I think we need him as a witness. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Oh yes, he's getting angry, definitely. October 18th. Dun dun dun. Defendant's lobby. Mr. Powers. Yes. Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How would I know? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume is off in the center of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anybody would want to steal the Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Oh, you're the only one likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we going to do? Well, first we play for more time. We'll start targeting somebody else that could conceivably have done this. Wait, why is there no photo of the victim going to the studio? Where is he in all of this? And it'll take them so long to shoot us down, we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that.
Okay, we got the old bag back in again.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, would you please present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claims. Oh, there is another person who could have committed this crime. Bum bum bum.
Order, interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse somebody who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder?
Okay, so security lady could have done the murder, deleted herself off the system. The assistant girl was over there? I don't think it's a grade school boy. No, she's obviously infatuated. Let's try the assistant girl. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai.
So you're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant?
That is correct, Your Honor. Ooh, objection. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? It wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Will Powers' injury.
Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me.
What about the assistant?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
That is a fair point. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai look in that costume. But she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. That kind of takes the legs out from under that case.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned.
Okay then, in that case, nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
May we move on, Mr. Wright?
This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please.
Very well, go ahead. So, who was this other person that Mr. Powers could have committed murder?
Security lady, then. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Oh, the Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury, as we covered just a few seconds ago, yeah. Maybe because they had been watching the action scenes run through. Don't act like you suddenly hit on some important point, Phoenix. You just got told this. The security lady Oldbag.
Oh, what? Whippersnapper. Yes, whippersnappers all around.
Order. Hey, is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? It's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume and then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh, yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. I'm not totally making this up as I go along. That's odd. Isn't the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection or some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? So, you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this whole way. No. I really don't think it was her. I guess this does kind of make it look like she's the killer. Funny, I feel bad for her all of a sudden.
It's true that the witness could conceivably have committed this crime. Yet we must not forget that the victim is an action hero. As formidable as her personality may be, I doubt she looks strong enough.
Uh-oh. If you remove us from consideration, that means Mr. Powers is it. Sorry, Windbag, I don't have a choice. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case could be used to cast doubt on Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers likes a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. A lot of hard feelings, I imagine.
Now wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, wasn't it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds. Tops!
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
The boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it nice to be the kids and mean to your Elders' Day? Whippersnapper.
I have proof.
Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder?
I guess probably the map, isn't it? Because the boy would have to walk right past the main gate. Yeah. Let's go with the map. Oh no, keycard for... Yes. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a keycard to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studio have a keycard?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The Windbag speechless. This has got to be a first. I'm feeling a little bit bad for her now. Not that bad, though.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Yay! We got through the first day of court.
Wait a... Oh, God, no, we haven't. But wait a second. I'm not just gonna sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking.
I don't think you get to talk over the judge in this one. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what was this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, it's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh. You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
We haven't got through the first day. There's more to go. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said that they had nothing to do with it, see? So, they told me just to pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. She's got a fair point. I would not go down for my employer.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
I don't think there's much to cross-examine in this case. Okay, let's press on who they were. Wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio. Who are they? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Oh, he's in on it now, of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? Where was Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, it's here. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head has fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Nah, let's take a break, I think, because we need to get into that studio too. Let's just check one more thing. Okay, it's nothing to do with it. So they told me they haven't been there today. If you're going to accuse me... Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we're good. Let's get as much information as we can. Oh wait, well, why? Oh no, it's looping! Okay, we'll just press you on this one. Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got a bonus and you still talked? Cake and eating it? Well, I think I've asked all the questions. Yeah, let's take a break. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studio on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, here we stand, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about the people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Okay, we really have made it through the first day. This is excellent. We're very happy about this. And we've cleared his name, I think. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to speak to you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should I say... We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who is in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Somebody had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points out there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks, guys. Well, to be continued. Now we have to go find out who really was the real murderer. Although, those pictures that we had were absolutely useless, weren't they? Still, we've all got somewhere and we've got more progress to be done. But this will do for today. Until the next one, everyone, take care and bye-bye!